Hey, Jim here from K2 Concepts. Somebody suggested we shoot a video on how to take apart your guns and clean them. Some of you guys are not from a painting background, so unsure about how to clean your guns. So we're going to make a quick video on it. It's pretty easy. Most of your guns will consist of three different parts. You're going to have your fluid cap. Okay. You're going to have a fluid tip. And then you're going to have a fluid needle. Okay, and those are the three major components. Okay, and that it breaks it down real easy. Now there's a couple things about having your workbench set up. You want to have the right tools. A lot of guns will have a gun wrench that they send with the gun. So like in the case of this SATA, that's how you take apart the tip. You can also use well, it might be a 12. If you got a nice set of open-ended wrenches, not that one either. Let's try this one. There you go. That is a 12. Oh, it must be an 11. Oh, I got in there. Anyhow, and it says right there on the wrench. So some guns come with a gun wrench. All right. So much for a written script. What I'll do is I'll also break down the PPS cap or cup adapter when we're cleaning the guns out. You can just have a simple set of brushes, have some thinner here, or a gun cleaner, or acetone, or lacquer, whatever you guys like to use. A nice nylon bristle brush is also good. You guys can use a brass brush. Some paints dry a little bit harder than others. That helps get the stuff out of there. A couple things that you want to consider. First and foremost is have a rubber mat down, because you're going to drop parts, and when you do and they hit, you don't want to ding the part, whether it's a horn on your fluid cap or the actual nozzle. That's going to mess up your spray pattern and you're going to end up buying a new gun. Alright, so you want a nice mat, because you will drop parts. Ask me how I know. Alright, secondly, wear gloves. You know, have a nice open space, wear gloves, mat. Those are the things you gotta, always or look at doing when you're cleaning your guns. One other thing when it comes to fluid tips is never put anything metal in your fluid tip. I buy toothpicks. You can just buy a wooden toothpick, get it in there, clean it real nice, but don't ever put anything metal in here, because what's going to happen is if you screw up your spray pattern, then your gun's worthless. So never put anything metal in the fluid tip. And that's about it. Putting it all back together is pretty simple. Get your needle in. Don't never put the needle adjustment in before the fluid tip, because if you put it in and you drive that needle in too far and then you crank this tip on here, you're going to mushroom the tip. Okay, so put the tip on, needles in, then put your needle adjustment. When you're screwing your needle adjustment in or out, always pull back on the trigger, okay, until you screw it in. Then you'll feel the needle adjustment hit the needle. Once it hits the needle, back it off, turn in an extra half a turn, that way you've got the full stroke. Lastly is your cap. Put your cap on. Now some caps have small holes in them. These Gunzas don't, but my SATA Jet does. If you look, you'll see some really small holes in there. Okay, get yourself a torch tip cleaner. Okay, and the smallest one, the smallest torch tip cleaner fits in those little holes, and that's how you clean those out. Okay, so those are the things to watch out for. Again, fluid cap, fluid tip, fluid needle. Okay, don't ever use anything metal to clean your fluid tip. Always put your fluid tip on first and your fluid adjustment knob on last. Have a nice mat to stand on, so when you drop your parts they don't bounce off the floor. And always wear some gloves, because you are dealing with solvent components. And that's about it. That's pretty much easy to do. And then when you if you have the PPS adapters, what we like to do is put a little solvent in here when you're storing your guns, and take these clear caps that there's like 20 in every PPS package. Put those on there, and they'll keep the solvent from evaporating in your gun. And that's it. That's it for this one. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them below. You can join us on the forum at k2forums.com, or you can write to us at k2forums@gmail.com. And that's about it for this one. Hope you guys are having a good day dipping. We'll talk to you later.